You probably have someone that is supporting your career, supporting your growth. So you have someone who is guiding you, who is sharing some understanding about the way we work, the way you are making some mistakes, maybe the things you are doing right. Those roles or those people, they are quite important to your career growth. And we know that over time, people tend to have different mentors, or at least people that they have as a go to person when they need to talk about something, when they need to get some advice for their career or for even for a decision they are going to make that can impact their professional lives. I have mentors and I've been using mentorship as a way to reflect. In the in the end, this is still my decision, right? It's still me deciding to apply for something or deny something. It's still me deciding to move ahead with a topic or to invest more of my time into something or not. But talking with other people who maybe are right now in positions that you aspire to be in the future, or perhaps people who walk through the same path that you are walking right now, it can be super good to learn from what they did right and also from what they did wrong. I think learning from our mistakes is a great thing, it's needed, but learning from others people's mistake is also quite important. It's it's one of those things that I don't think we should call shortcuts, but definitely it's a way to accelerate a bit or learning or understanding about the things that we are doing or again not doing that can be good or bad to our careers. But I think when we talk about mentors and people that guide us, that bring us inputs, come to a coffee with us and discuss things we should or should not do, we should not forget there is another role that can be important together with the mentor to help in your growth. And I am talking about the sponsor. Have you reflected about that? I want to call your attention for this because in this report from SHRM called The Price of Success, it's now from the beginning of 2026, they are bringing interesting data where professionals with a mentor or a sponsor are 54% more likely to feel motivated and to reach their career goals. It's quite an interesting number to reflect. But the real problem here is not having or not having one, but how you're actually using that for your growth. Mentor and sponsors, they are completely different roles and they play different roles to support your growth. The mentor, they help you to what you already do, right? And they support with feedback, they support with guidance, with some perspective, and of course, they support with your development. So they are interested in making you grow because there's a kind of connection between the mentee, you, and the mentor. But then we have also the sponsor, and the sponsor is a little bit different. Those are the people who can advocate and they can actually influence in your advancement, in your next role, in what is going to happen to your career. So think about the sponsor as the one who is in the room when you are not there, and they are going to defend your name. They are going to defend your name for that promotion. They are going to defend your name for that role that you want. But the sponsor here is, of course, someone that is also interested on the thing that can come with your growth. So think as someone who trusts you, who understand that you are great at delivering. So they understand your performance, they trust you, and they are defending you in the room because they also know that this is good for the business, this is good for them. So it's not just a political game here because it's not from that perspective that they are trying to influence to make you grow, but also from a kind of connection that is normal between humans. Everyone have the people who they trust more or less. And then you when you create this kind of connection to build sponsorship on people who can decide, you're actually helping other people to open doors, perhaps windows for you in the future. So think about that because in an article from Corby Fine Coaching that was published also now from in the beginning of 2026, they put it in a very simple way. A mentor is the one who gives you the map, but the sponsor is the one who puts fuel on the engine. You know, I think this is a very simple way of understanding it. The mentor is there supporting you, giving the map, as they say in this article, but the sponsor is going a little bit more, and they are putting even time sometimes even some effort, even their names into game, into play to make sure that you are the one being chosen for opportunities and things that can increase your responsibility and therefore help you to advance in your career. So, of course, we have a big reflection here about career growth that I need to make because I understood quite early in my career the role of the mentor, and I think it took a while for me to understand the role of the sponsor. Because unfortunately, many people, when they look to that topic and they start reflecting about it, the first thing that came to their mind is the political thing around it. Like, so they just see the sponsor, for example, as someone that they need to you know use somehow to open a door, and therefore the human connection is not there. And that is a wrong understanding. The sponsor is for sure someone that you have a good connection, who understands you. Remember, I use the word trust. So they trust you, they trust that you can deliver. And therefore, based on that trust, based on the trust that you build with that person, they can help you and open doors for you. And I want to invite you for the reflection on this because basically, I want you to think about the connections that you already have today. Do you think you have a good mentor already supporting you, giving you the map for your next big challenge, or perhaps even to help you to reflect more on the things you need to say yes or no? If yes, go to the next level and think about what are or who are the people around you that could play this role as sponsors for your growth. Because once you understand that, once you map that, you can start building real connections with those people and making sure that you are not only delivering value as expected from you, but the visibility for this kind of work is where it should be. Many people think that work will speak by itself, but in reality, nowadays in 2026, you cannot trust that you just need to do something and people will realize. You need to work on the visibility of your professional uh, adventures, or showcasing how well you contributed for some kind of success in your company. I'm not saying that you should be, bringing to yourself all the victory that you have in a project or in a deliverable, but you need to be able to explain and even to showcase the contribution that specifically you were responsible for. And that is a great way to build trust and therefore build natural sponsors for you in your career.